Hi everyone, Squirrelbait here, and welcome to Going Sideways, where I discuss current events that affect our preparedness and our freedoms. And I have a report here for you. I know some of you that follow me already have seen this. For those of you who have not, here you go. This is the original article that I stumbled on is from Zero Hedge. It is called DARPA Seeks FAA Approval for Military Drones Over American Cities. DARPA wants permission to fly unmanned planes and helicopters over U.S. territory, basically. Police helicopters, too. So initially, I was thinking, okay, so, they just want to, be able to transport goods and people and equipment and all this stuff that, but then the police helicopters. Oh, yeah. So let's take a look at this. Shall we? Let's do it. So according to this article, basically they're converting military aircraft to unmanned aircraft, also called drones, and that this will radically transform the way city citizens and law enforcement interact. I agree with that. New AI algorithms are being devised that look for emotional indicators in an attempt to predict crime and social unrest. The Eye in the Sky system, developed by Cambridge University, seeks to use small parrot drones to identify violent poses in crowds. And of course, this whole thing is powered by biometric recognition and artificial intelligence. That is the concern and we've seen this so many times. The military says, oh, this is just for military use. Next thing you know, the police departments are using it on us. Okay? Now, where this really comes into play, I'm going to get to that, and that's the Argus, which is a military drone. And that's where this sort of scenario, this sort of situation comes into play. Because if you have something like this, don't think, the military surplus going to the police departments. Have you noticed how our police departments are becoming more and more militarized? Don't think that things like this are not going to end up in your local police department. And you think, well, if I'm not committing crimes, what do I have to worry about? If your government becomes tyrannical, if your government, your officials turn on you, look at China. This is the kind of stuff you're going to be up against, and that's why I'm talking about this. Okay? So radically transform the way city citizens and law enforcement interact. That is not a good thing. That is not for the better. Okay? Imagine a system like this being applied to the far more sophisticated military systems that already exist, then connecting it all up to the growing Federal Biometrics Database, also known as HART. And so we're going to pause right there for a moment, and let's take a look at HART. This is from Planet Biometrics. It is dated March 9th, 2017. I forgot to mention the date on the other one. The other one is 10/31, 2018 from Zero Hedge. This one from Planet Biometrics. The Homeland Advanced Recognition Technology, also known as HART, RFP, Request for Proposal, was released February 13, 2017 through the Department of Homeland Security, Eagle 2 Procurement Vehicle. See link below. HART will replace the current Department of Homeland Security Automated Biometric Identification System, IDENT, with greater capacity, more functionality, increased speed of transaction, be more responsive to future needs, and offer significantly improved user effectiveness. When HART is fully operational, it will offer a broader range of services to federal governmental agencies, state and local law enforcement, the intelligence community, and international partners. That's what it says. HART will provide Department of Homeland Security with a flexible, scalable, and more efficient biometric system that supports core DHS missions, core Department of Homeland Security missions, and operations for the future. No, this doesn't sound at all like what they have in China. No, not at all. No, no, no. No, no. So no need to worry about military drones flying overhead. It's not like we have a control grid, No, no. We're not building one either. No, no. That's why all this is a big deal. This is why people are talking about it. So, they want to replace ident with heart. Now, one of the things that the first article here was talking about was Argus. The concern that the person who wrote the article had about having drones, military drones of any kind, flying over our city. Well, here's why. This is from Extreme Tech. This is dated January 28th, 2013. Okay? And it is telling you what Argus is. Argus is a video surveillance platform that is put on a drone. So Argus is the device that you attach to a drone. It can resolve details as small as 6 inches from an altitude of 20,000 feet or 6 kilometers. Argus is by far the highest resolution surveillance platform in the world and probably the highest resolution camera in the world, period. Argus, which can be attached to some kind of unmanned vehicle, such as Predator drone, and flown at an altitude of around 20,000 feet, can observe an area of 25 square kilometers at any one time. If Argus was hovering over New York City, it could observe half of Manhattan. 2 Argus-equipped drones and the U.S. could keep an eye on the entirety of Manhattan 24/7. Remember, the military researches and produces the product. They use it overseas on missions, testing, and then they come back and use it on us. I'm serious. Look around. You'll notice the trend. The software called Persistix offers the concept of persistent intelligent surveillance and reconnaissance. It's tasked with identifying objects on the ground and then tracking them indefinitely. That's our buddy Argus here. This is from the Daily Herald. It is dated October 19th, 2018, to kind of drive the whole point of all of this home. Eyes in the sky, why more suburban police are using drones. Aurora Police City is poised to outfit the department with 3 camera-toting drones. They are buying 4 drones plus equipment, including thermal imaging cameras, for your surveillance pleasure. Now, they say they want to use it for, searching for missing people, and that drones can be used to help find criminal suspects on the lam. Well, that sounds well and good until you become a criminal because of your political views. Oh, did I just jump, off a cliff? No. No, what do you think all this is about? They're doing this currently in China. They're sending drones out to catch the stragglers. Yeah. There are limits at how police can deploy drones under the 2013 Illinois Freedom from Drone Surveillance Act. Oh, we all need that. A real one, not a fake one. A real one. Not a pacifier, a real one. Police can't use drones to obtain information in a criminal investigation unless they have a warrant or a reasonable suspicion that it's needed to prevent imminent harm, a serious property damage, the escape of a suspect, or the destruction of evidence. A bill pending in the General Assembly would loosen those restrictions to allow police drones over large-scale areas and events such as concerts, festivals, or protests. The measure faces opposition from civil rights organizations like the ACLU and the People's Lobby, as well as some in the legal community. So there's already challenges, debates, arguments over this, as there should be. This isn't something everyone should just go, okay. I don't have anything to hide. How many times do you hear that from people? Well, it's not like I have anything to hide. What's the big deal? Well, I'm glad to see that there is discussion, debate, even arguments over this. There should be. There should be. This isn't something we should just sit back and go, oh, okay, sounds good to me. All right? So, as always, question everything. Question the intent. Question the real purpose. This is what you're telling me you want it for today. What do you want it for tomorrow? Question everything.